Hello, it is time for day 11 of our 12 days of Christmas. We are so close to the end. I am sharing, so in this series, I've been sharing stamp sets that are retiring or bundles, and also something that would be a good gift for a crafter, for a stamper. So the stamp set we're using today is Seal of Approval. I had planned to use the Snowman Magic Bundle, but it's sold out. So if there's anything in the holiday mini catalog that you're interested in getting, I wouldn't delay. Things have been selling out. But this stamp set, as of last night, was still available. So that's what we're using today. And then my gift idea for a stamper is Glimmer paper. Now, we had a bunch of other Glimmer paper in the holiday catalog, and it has all sold out. But we do have this that is in the annual catalog. And this is the 2023-2024 in color Glimmer paper. Excuse me. And you can see it's ombre, so it's dark at the top and then gets lighter. So these are the 5 newest in colors we have. So Sweet Sorbet, Parakeet Party, Tahitian Tide. We're using this Orchid Oasis and Starry Sky. So those are the in colors, and hopefully, yeah, you can see some of that glimmer. It's just really sparkly and fun. It just adds a lot of fun to anything you make. So I decided it would be really good for some sparkly water with this seal. So that's what I used. Now the other thing I used to cut out these fun shapes, this is called the Layering Diorama Dies. It's also in the annual catalog. And it's a whole bunch of just odd shaped dies. So you could cut them out of a card front and have something show through behind it. You can make shaker cards with them. So just a lot of fun things you can do with them. So that's the other thing I'm using today. All right, let's get started. So I have already pre-cut our glimmery water, and I'm using shimmer white just to have some extra shimmer also. We will stamp our seal in Smoky Slate, and then we will hand cut him. There are no dies that go with this stamp set, so we'll just fussy cut, as we say. So Smoky Slate. Isn't he cute? He's so cute. All right, that's all we need the Smoky Slate for. And then I have another piece of the shimmer. I don't think this is a more subtle shimmer, so I don't think you can really see it. But I wanted to put just some ground. This is just like a little ground stamp in the background. So we will use our Orchid, cannot speak today, Orchid Oasis for this. But I want it stamped off because I don't want it real dark. So we'll just stamp it off. And then sometimes I'll stamp it off twice. Now the reason I'm not, now this one I could, if you stamp where it goes off and then you stamp it again, then part of it will be darker than the rest. So if you're stamping off the edge, I should be doing this on here. So just filling in some background. And you don't have to worry about the inside because your images are going to be there. That's good. All right, and one last thing to stamp. And that is our sentiment. And I just have a strip, and actually I'm going to lay it on our card base because I can see the edge of the paper better that way. So this is the Starry Sky. I used the Orchid Oasis on the background, and this just says Warm Wishes. Woohoo! All right. We would try not to smudge that since I actually got it straight and centered pretty well. So set that aside for a moment. All right, let's fussy cut our little seal. So I love our snips, our paper snips. They're great. They're sharp and they cut all the way to the point. And he's not hard to fussy cut, so we'll just cut around him real quick. And I just cut around his whiskers. And if you've watched me fussy cut before, you've heard this before, but when you're doing this, two things. Leave a little white or whatever around the stamped image. And what that does is your eye doesn't see if the cutting isn't straight, it just sees the stamped image. And then the other thing is when you're doing this, turn your paper and not your scissors. So your scissors stay pretty much the same and you're just turning the paper. Those are just two tricks I've learned. Make fussy cutting easier and look better when you're done. Like I said, he's not hard. There we go. He's done. Cute. All right, so we are ready to just put this all together now. So this is an Orchid Oasis background. We'll put our stamped background on it. And then we'll take our darker, so this is the Starry Sky. And put it over here. And then this is the Orchid Oasis. Oh, I didn't want this one. I wanted this one up on dimensionals. Hang on, we can fix it. We'll just put dimensionals on top of where we put the adhesive and no one will ever know. There. See, you can fix it. All right. This guy will go here. And I can't remember. I think I put the seal up. Yes, I put the seal up on dimensionals too. But before we do that, let's get our sentiment. I'll keep that strip because I can use it another time for a sentiment. And I just did a little banner cut in the end. There we go. And then I like to tuck those square corners behind something. So I just took a little bit of my liquid glue, not very much, just a little bit. And that way I can attach it. I wish you could see this glimmer or this shimmery white in person because it gives the seal some shimmer too. But I don't think, it's just too subtle. It doesn't pick up on the camera very well. All right, so then we'll put him on with dimensionals also. And I'm using all the edges. I just cut them and use them. Don't waste any of your dimensionals. And then just set him right there. And then I decided that's not enough bling, that's not enough shine, we need something else. I like to have either ribbon or an embellishment on my cards too. So these are the iridescent rhinestone gems, and so they kind of take on whatever color you put them with. If you look at them by themselves, they're very, you know, they look very colorful, but they just kind of take on the color that they're on. So let's do one big one. I just did one of each size. A medium one. Oop, he didn't come off. I need to put some more putty in this, but it's still working. And a small one. Again, I try and put them in a triangle, keep it an odd number, and put them in a triangle. All right, there is our card for day 11. I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope you enjoy this shimmer or glimmer paper. It's really pretty. All right, I will see you tomorrow for one final day. Bye.